Good morning, class 12th. Welcome back to the biotechnology class. Today we shall be continuing with the recombinant DNA technology, and we have already discussed about various kinds of vectors which are carrying the DNA insert for us. Today we shall be continuing the same, and the next vector can be a natural engineer, natural biotechnologist, you can say. It's called as Agrobacterium tumefaciens. You have to remember this name. It is very unique bacteria and is capable of incorporating its DNA into the host DNA. So it's a natural genetic engineer. It is not requiring any technique or technology, any unique method is not employed here for the incorporation of the DNA, but it naturally does so. So that is why we consider it as the natural genetic engineer. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. You will write down the name according to the naming system, Agrobacterium tumefaciens, as I have written in white. See here, the one written in yellow you will not write like that because it was just a heading, so because of the font issues it came like that. But the other line, the first line which is written in white, the Agrobacterium tumefaciens, you will write down like this and you will underline it. Because it is typewritten here, so I have not underlined. So whenever it is written in a book or it is typewritten, you know there is no need of underlining, but when you are writing down with your hand using a pen or a pencil, you need to underline them separately, the genus name and the species name that you know. So Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a gram-negative rod-shaped bacteria which is closely related to the nitrogen fixing bacteria. You remember nitrogen fixing bacteria which are present in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Similarly, these are also of the same family, and they also unlike most of the soil dwelling bacteria, it infects the roots of the plant to cause crown gall diseases. See here, this kind of gall is being formed because of this bacteria. So what it actually does, it is having, see, this is an increase in the growth. This gall formation is because of the increase in growth. So how does it actually functions? That is an important point of discussion here. So we shall be continuing, but before, you should understand that what was happening in the root nodules. In the root nodules, these the nitrogen fixing bacteria were forming these nodules. Similar kind of nodules, the gall, are being formed by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Now why it does so? Because this gall can be considered as a tumor. So tumor is because of uncontrolled cell division, that you all know. Tumor is because of the uncontrolled division of the cells. So there should be something in Agrobacterium tumefaciens due to which this uncontrolled cell division is taking place. Can you imagine can you imagine that there can be something in the Agrobacterium tumefaciens that will increase the amount of formation of growth hormones? Yes, it can be one possibility, and yes, this is what happens here. This DNA carries, the DNA of Agrobacterium tumefaciens carries a protein that is involved in the biosynthesis of this kind of hormone, this growth hormone, especially auxins and cytokinins. You have studied about auxins and cytokinins in class 10th and further. So you know that auxins and cytokinins are responsible for growth. These are the growth hormones of plants. So this Agrobacterium tumefaciens has genes which are coding for proteins which govern the production of such kind of growth hormones in plants. And what will be the effect of such growth hormones? Of course, they will allow the plant to grow, and wherever the accumulation of this kind of growth hormone is more, there you will find the gall, the tumor will be formed. So this is the picture how the gall appears in a plant which is affected by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So just like other bacteria. This Agrobacterium tumefaciens also has two kinds of DNA, one normal bacterial DNA and the other plasmid. So here what it does, it incorporates its plasmid into the host cell. So host will be the plant onto which it is going and affecting. Okay, so it incorporates its TI plasmid, that is tumor inducing plasmid, into the plant, into the host plant cells, and thus causing changing or transforming the host plant cell to produce more and more growth hormones, auxins and cytokinins, due to which a gall or a tumor is formed at the places where the cells are affected. Okay, clear? So this is the basic technique of Agrobacterium. Just understand some more points. Plant genetic transformation. Let us discuss about the first term which I am using here, genetic transformation. Transformation means changing the form. Okay, so what we are actually doing in genetic engineering, we are genetically transforming. So here Agrobacterium tumefaciens is genetically transforming the plant cells. Okay, so these three words clear? Plant genetic transformation. So I am reading it out for you. Plant genetic transformation heavily relies on the bacterial pathogen Agrobacterium tumefaciens as a powerful tool to deliver gene of interest into the host cell. So if we incorporate our gene of interest into the Agrobacterium tumefaciens, it will automatically go and combine with the host DNA. We do not require any incorporation method to be involved here. So that makes Agrobacterium tumefaciens a very potent tool in delivering the gene of interest into the host cell. Second, inside the plant nucleus, the transferred DNA is capable of integrating into the plant genome. That is our main aim, that the transferred DNA should be integrated into the plant genome. And what will happen due to this? Whenever the plant genome replicates, our gene of interest will also be replicating. So whatever we were doing using the techniques, this Agrobacterium tumefaciens is doing all by itself. Okay, and that too, the inheritance is very stable. That means the plant genome which is being altered by the Agrobacterium tumefaciens here is very much capable to be inherited from one generation to the other generation. So this makes Agrobacterium tumefaciens a very potent tool in the whole DNA, recombinant DNA or genetic engineering technology. Clear? We will be studying more about this when I will be teaching you further vectorless or vector mediated mediums topics. Further we will discuss. Till now you understand this much, what is Agrobacterium, how it functions, and what are the basic important properties of Agrobacterium tumefaciens which are unique to itself. Okay, moving further.